use the second conditional to that type of sentences. You can put this usually we in this type we use shoulds, wolves, and call. And how you want to example with should. Oh my god, should I forget the D? I should have work. The difference of this and the second conditional is that you don't need to put all the complement of the sentences. You don't have to put all the complement that the other person needs to know the other person don't know the context of the sentences. You only say that I should have work. Yo podría tener trabajo. You don't need to put I should have work, if I study, if I don't study, or whatever, if I have time, if I don't have time. And the other with would is like I would. That is that be a great soccer player. And the same that I say in these sentences, you don't need to put all the complement that give the context of the sentences. I could be a great soccer player. Podría ser un gran jugador, un futbolista. And with calls is like I could be a doctor. And it's like the second conditional, but not the second conditional because you don't put the complement, the other structure that I put here, that are the last of the second conditional complement. And that's all. It's not, it's don't, confused. It's not a sentences or a theme that you need to put all the sentences. It's like you can put in a type of like you can say the reading if you write a book in suspense, like the reading is like, oh, why? Then in the unit 5 activity A, we put the comparatives and the superlative that are the most that we use to compare two or more things in a group, or in a group of person, in a group of things, in a group, but whatever you want, and in the world of comparative is more like in two things, and the superlatives compared to more than two things. Like in comparatives, we first use in the verb at the end of the word or the verb. No, not the verb. It's the adjectives. In the end of the adjectives, we put the er ending, or you use the more and the least, then the less. We can put like Russia is bigger than Mexico. That is compare of countries of territory. And I say you that this type of comparative is like into two things or two objects, and then of the behind the adjectives you need to put than. It's done. Here is done, and yeah, the structure of the structure of these sentences are the adjectives, and then it's followed that done. With more, you can put like like soccer is more famous than swimming. Obviously, I forget a double M. And it's like same with less. You can put his less famous or yeah, less. This is the comparative form. Comparative form. And I say you that we have the other form that is the superlative form. I write there. Oh my god, mom. Superlative. The superlative form have the characteristic of the end of the adjective is with est, and the more change to the most and less change to the least. And that's all. And the difference of this and this, the comparative form is like only in a group or things, and you can compare only two things. And the superlative is the biggest, the most. Are the all of that, like Russia is the biggest. And the biggest countries. It's not necessary to put in the world, because all the person and the structure of this type of sentences say that is the most. And you can put the most or the least. Then soccer is the most. Soccer are the most famous sport. And that's this type of things that we put, and reporting and comments advice.